And my name is Fatou Sall, and I'm a hat designer, and I make the hat and with fine raffia fiber, cork, and velvet, anything we can name off as the fiber. So I use those to make the hats, and also my hat is crushable and adjustable.
How did you get into hat making?
Doing that first for fun and for a friend who has a skin problem. And right after that, what one of my friends said, but Fatou, why don't you think making the hat and sell it? So, and I said, okay, let's try. So I end up doing that and improving myself, and you know, so that's how I end up making the hat without going to school, self-taught.
What inspires your work?
What inspired beautiness? Because the hat is one accessory that you don't need to make up to look good. So, and to see, and when you can see in the 20s, when you see all those women wearing the hat, some doesn't have makeup. You just have to put the hat and it dress you up. And I love to see the women, all those women that out there that was was taking, trying my hat and buying the hat. They all was walking out of the booth with a smile, and that was making my day. And also, most of my customer as a cancer patient. So I remember one time I was a little bit down, and just I said I got a phone call, and it was how we call it was the chat, video chat.
Mhm.
And I look at the woman. She said, "Fatou, you just don't know." I said, "What?" She said, "Your work lift up a lot of women's spirit, especially like her who has a cancer. She's a 4-stage cancer, and
Mm.
every time she wears the hat, she feels like she's healed." And I say, "May God, make it happen for you to be healed."
Mhm. That's very touching. Um, Tell me what goes into making one of your hats. What is the process?
The process and the I used the first. I started making the hat with raffia fiber, and that raffia is a handmade, is a fine. Okay, the raffia fiber is almost like a palm tree. So they take the leaf and they make that in pieces, and they do the weaving. And I work with women back home and also in Cameroon and Madagascar.
Hmm.
So those women, they making what they do the weaving and the pour, and which that's why I keep doing that work with the raffia, because it helps also women in the village.
Hmm.
And the process, I import the material, and so I made my own pattern, the pattern. So if you want later on, I can show you those. The pattern is aluminum. I cut that myself. I created,
Hmm.
and I draw, I cut, I sew, and also and I hand finish each every single one. Is that one? Most of my hat they don't look alike. They're
Hmm.
unique. Yeah, so that's how the most in the process, the cutting, sewing, molding, because I also have to mold to give the shape.
So you mentioned that you would be able to show us a little bit of what you're working on. We'd love to see.
Yeah, sure. We go down and maybe see. When I say the raffia
Hmm.
has been weaved, here is the piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so when I can open, it's like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and also my new design. Because every time when I was going to the show and when it started raining, I said, Fatou, why don't you just make something that, a hat, like a rain hat? And I said, okay, yes, let me think about that. And I started just because, that's the way you always end up having a long collection and
Mm-hmm.
without even know it. So I was starting with the son, and after that is the fact, and they said the church woman, and I start making fabric because of church women, and I end up in my new collection, and the rain hat. There's a there's a canvas
Uh-huh.
like that. Yeah, and I will show you. And I say the rain hat. It doesn't do only have to be a plain rain hat. It also have to be fashionable. That's the
Uh-huh.
inside. Yeah, it's not just you just don't have to wear. And this one is another hand hat that I painted. You can hold 1 second. I will try one of the hat. At least we have a little bit of an idea. My rain hat, so you can be in the, in fashion, at least in
Uh-huh.
fashion in the rain. When people are running around, you just walk slow in slow motion with all the attitude. Also, I play this one is the raffia combination with a news print. This one I made the print myself.
Mm-hmm.
I use a spoon flower and I design
Mm-hmm.
and I play. So I was talking about the pattern. So that's a brim.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a brim. That's a front brim. That's a back brim.
Mm-hmm.
And the top of the hat, maybe people will laugh, is a plate, baby plate.
Uh-huh.
It's a baby plate. And also I make visors, and the visors, and I have one here, like that, adjustable, and you roll it, you put in your bag. And also the good thing with the raffia one, not only because is crushable,
Mm-hmm.
it's also if you get shape, you iron to bring the shape back. So when I was talking about molding, that's one of my molds.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes. And also on the mold, I use and for winter sign, I make the winter hat, the 1920s design. I only work with all the in those eras. The 1940s,
Mm-hmm.
that's my winter, and the 1940, that's the summer hat. This one is a 1940 design.
Do you have a favorite design?
I don't. All the hat, they're talking to me, and they have their own story. When they go to another house, when a woman buy the hat, and she say, "I will take care of her," I say, "Thank you. I want you to take care of her." So my hat is she's a her. So and I also do, like, for example, these kind of design. We try that flower inside,
Oh, yeah, I can see now all the texture. Mm-hmm.
texture inside the flower. Yeah, like that. I try to, and as I said, the hat depend of the color. So
Mm-hmm.
he makes all the women happy, and it makes me happy. That's the thing. Otherwise, we don't. They just have to go to the department store to have the whole. I call that the uniform.
Uh-huh.
But when you have this, you can work, and without knowing that nobody will have it, just by yourself, like that. You can control the say, everybody can come and say, "Oh, where do you get that?" It's only for me, So just like that, pretty much.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is
So that's pretty much it. One of my winter hats. Okay, that's one of my winter.
oh, absolutely. I can see the 20s.
Yeah, that's the 20s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is my. as I said, the 20s and the 40s, that's the best area. After that, it's just like, oh la la. And also, that's the 40 with the those one the velvet.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's not heavy and it's very fashion. And I love colors. I love to play with colors. And all the hats, uh, the bow, I made sure that the bow are removable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because some to give the other option to women if they want to tie the scarf. Like myself, I love scarf.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take just the bow off, you tie the scarf, and like they say, voila.
If somebody wanted to order or purchase one of your hats, where would they go?
And I have my website, www.fsallselection.com.
Mm-hmm.
And also they can, if you don't find, usually because my hat are unique. When I make one hat, I don't duplicate
Mm-hmm.
to be unique.
So each one
And
is one of a kind.
yes, but if they see one hat, they say, okay, Fatou, I want something. I would say it will not be exact the same thing, but I will make as close as possible. Yeah, and
Whatever
also
they
they
see.
had whatever they can see in the online. If maybe they don't find the color they want, they can just call me or email me or text me. And I'm rather even making the hat than just like for each person, and
Mm-hmm.
then stacking up like that and say, oh, what's the color and get it. So they can modify if they want any modification, I can do it. If there were some people that like maybe the shape and they want the brim to be smaller, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So and all the hat inside come with the adjustable size, so
Mm.
they don't have to worry unless they have a big like a watermelon. So they just have to tell me, and I make that very extra large. We still have and with the and draw size part two. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.